Welcome. I am your Polkadot specialist, Var, and today we're going to talk about what do I mean by stealth Polkadot projects, and we're going to talk about GPU.net. So if you like this particular episode, please like and subscribe. It'd be highly appreciated. So first, in this particular episode, I do want to give a disclaimer because I'm actually going to get into some stuff when it comes to a possible opportunity, and I am not a financial advisor. These episodes are just for educational purposes and also entertainment purposes. So please do your own research. Understand that crypto is highly risky. Startup projects are highly risky. So do your own due diligence. I'm actually just talking from my own perspective on what I possibly see in crypto. So with that said, let's get into this particular episode. What do I mean by stealth Polkadot projects? So when I was younger, my grandfather was in the military. He was in the Air Force, and he used to take me to the Air Force base. And there's this particular airplane called the Stealth Bomber. And with this particular airplane, what they would do is it was designed in a way where it would fly under the radar, where it'd be hard for you to be able to detect it. So when I think about stealth Polkadot projects, they are particular projects that don't necessarily advertise that they're Polkadot. It's kind of hard to even know that they're Polkadot. Some of these particular projects that kind of come to mind are Deeper Network. Deeper Network does like VPN. DPIN is a DPIN project that deals with infrastructure, decentralized infrastructure. And what it does is it does, like I said, VPNs, and it does ad blocking and all those things. But you would never know that it was built with Polkadot technology called Substrate. Okay? But it has coins and a Polkadot wallet and everything. But you would never really know that. Another project that comes to mind is Paid Network. Paid Network is like a platform that can launch new projects, raise money, different things like that. But you would never know that Paid Network is a Polkadot project because you don't see them in the ecosystem. Their coins aren't on the decentralized exchanges. You would never really know unless you do some deep research. Now, one of these particular projects that is a stealth Polkadot project is GPU.net. Now, why are stealth Polkadot projects something that you may want to kind of know? Why? Because they're built with Substrate, which is Polkadot's technology. And the benefits of Polkadot are interoperability. They can easily go to different blockchains and be able to go into those particular ecosystems. Specifically for me, Polkadot network, baby. So even though that at the moment GPU.net is not necessarily going to the Polkadot network in terms of being able to work with the other blockchains such as HydraDX and A-Star and all these other ones, because they're built with Polkadot's technology. If Polkadot gets to a certain level, that GPU.net says, you know what, we got to be part of that. And that's what I believe. I'm the Polkadot specialist. I believe that Polkadot is going to be the new internet that's going to connect all these different things together, all these technologies. So because GPU.net is using this interoperability and its substrate, it can easily come to Polkadot, which is called a bridge. It can easily just seamlessly come to Polkadot because it's using Polkadot's technology already. So it only makes sense, So GPU.net is its own blockchain. So that means because it's using Polkadot, it is highly customizable and interoperable. Okay, but what in the world is GPU.net, and why should you know about it? What is it doing? What particular thing are they providing that makes them something that is necessary? So, what GPU.net is it's a platform that is going to make its own blockchain, and this blockchain is going to be focusing on what? GPUs. Now, what is a GPU? All right, so I'm gonna try to make this in layman's terms. Okay, so what a GPU is, a graphics processing unit. All right, so when you think about this, think about video games, right? So you got Nintendo, you got Xbox, you got PlayStation, all these different systems. Now, you get the PlayStation 1, you got the PlayStation 2, you got the PlayStation 3, all the way up to 5, all these different PlayStations. What makes them different? What do the graphics look like? Each generation has better graphics, has better capabilities, better technology. So the stronger the GPU, the stronger the technology, the stronger the graphics, the stronger the rendering, the stronger the AI, the stronger the system. So, when you see all these latest graphics like ray tracing and all this other stuff that these new systems have, you went from standard TV to digital TV to 4K TV. These are all rendering, images. Why? The technology, the graphics processing unit, the GPU. Now, these GPUs are going to be what the new internet uses. With everything going to AI and everything going to beautiful graphics and all these different things, you're going to need strong GPUs. Now, so this particular platform is handling something that people don't realize. So, a couple years back, when the PS5 came out, I just knew I was going to get me this system, baby. I was like, you know what? I don't even really game that much anymore, but I have a child, and he likes to game, so my son, he likes the game, so I'm like, you know what? Let me get this particular system so me and him can play some games. I'll go out there, try to game with him, see what happens. I ain't been gaming so long, he probably beat me easily. But you know what? I was like, let me get this particular system so that me and him can play. So, one year Christmas came, and at the time of launch, it was sold out. But why was it sold out? It was hard to get the graphics processors to make a lot of PS5s. Who had these processors? It took me over a year. I think it was a year and a half to get one of these PS5s. Now, what made it sad was I actually had games before I had the console, and I'm like, you know what? I'll be able to get a system like 2-3 months, after things settled down and stuff. I did not realize there was a supply crunch. And I was like, you know what? I got like controllers and video games. I ain't even got a system. So who has all these systems, right? Who has all these particular graphics processors? All right. So here's NVIDIA's. Here are the highest end graphics processors. They are called H100 and A100. Now these are not just like the small ones that you get in a PlayStation or an Xbox or something like that. These are industrial, corporate GPUs. So this is what the big boys use. All right. So this is what you have Facebook and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and Oracle. You can see that's the top 5 right here, and they have 80% of the supply. So I'm like, they hogging up all the GPUs. You know what I'm saying? So this is where all this supply, shock is coming, where it's hard to find these units. Now, why is this important? Blockchain is supposed to help give power back to regular people. But if Facebook and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and Oracle and all these big companies, Tesla, Tencent, all these major corporations have a monopoly on the GPUs, that means they're going to have smarter AI. That means they're going to be able to render. They're going to be able to do all this new internet stuff. And the average person, the average company, the companies that don't have as much money won't have the ability to keep up. Now, this is the problem with the supply, right? So enter in GPU.net, decentralized graphics processing units, GPU network. So it's going to provide a platform for regular people and regular corporations to be able to get their hands on these particular graphics processors. Okay, so that they can keep up with the big boys. So they're going to have some H100s in it, some A100s. Right now, and I know they have over 600 A100s. Now, these things are expensive. So your H100, which is your biggest one, your best one right now from an NVIDIA, is like $40,000 for just one processor, right? Regular person ain't never going to have enough money to regularly get something like that just for the tool to be able to render and do AI, especially if they're spending millions and millions and millions of dollars to get 80% of supply. Regular corporations, they might not have that in their budget. And that's the H100. Now, the second tier, which is the A100, is about $10,000. Okay, so they have the A100 and the H100. Now, the A100, again, they have about over 600 of these units. Now, so those were the particular reason that makes GPU.net strong. So what it's going to allow these particular companies to do, so they can train AI to make it smarter, so they can render graphics like your PS5s and different things like that, or even stronger. You can also make money, by mining, because they're on their own blockchain. So what you can do is you can actually run a node, which is all that is like a computer that verifies transactions. And so this particular project, its coin is going to be called GPU. Now there's another project that has GPU, so you do have to make sure that you have GPU.net's coin, which is called GPU. And when you are running this particular computer, it's going to be able to pay you out in this particular coin. So I'm going to kind of go into that opportunity. But let's first take a look at the platform on what it does. So here is the back end for GPU.net. And this shows you that you can take that A100, that technology, that strong corporate level technology to be able to work on a project or something like that, and you could rent it out for like an hour. So like 1 hour, you could pay some money. It's $1 per hour to be able to rent this particular unit. So you can rent different things. And so they're going to have their own particular units, but you as an individual, you can also put your supercharged system on here and also have it where you can rent out as well. And you can get paid that way. So this will be able to give power to the people and the smaller corporations, that they'll have access to these GPUs and this new technology, so that they can be able to within their own budget, handle these type of computations and these type of processing that would need to be able to keep up with your Googles and your Amazons and your Facebook and your Microsoft, right? So this is a platform that will allow you to do so. Okay, so to run a node right now, it's costing about $1,800. All right, so this is a platform here where people are purchasing nodes. It's node.gpu.net. And again, please do your own research. If this project doesn't end up being successful or anything like that, it ain't my fault. Enter at your own risk. But This is one of my hidden gem projects that I'm highly involved in. And it is Polkadot technology, even though right now they're not advertising it and different things like that. It might not ever come to Polkadot ecosystem, but it's using its technology, you know. So, and one of the ways you can come across these stealth projects is when a person is saying that they're building their own blockchain. You know, that means that they're either using Polkadot or they're using Cosmos. Those are the two that normally people can use that particular technology to be able to build out a blockchain. But not to go too far into that. But so one keyword to look for if you want to know if something is Polkadot, you can either hear it called substrate, or you can hear it called a Polkadot virtual machine, PVM. Okay, so those are some different keywords to be able to find out if something is using Polkadot's interoperability technology. Now, the reason why GPU.net doesn't use Polkadot's ecosystem at the moment is because they are using these nodes to verify their own transactions and to do all of their stuff. So they already have security. So one of Polkadot's network's major things is you can pay for shared security. But because they have their own nodes that people can purchase here for $1,800, they're verifying their own transactions. They're using their own blockchain. So at the moment, they don't have a need to be on the Polkadot network. They just need to use the technology to build out their blockchain. So right now, it's going for 0.575 Ethereum. That's how you can buy it, by connecting your wallet here. Now, the way this works is it's based on tiers. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And as these tiers go away, as this tiering goes away, each tier is a higher cost. So right now we're on tier 6, and each tier is going to be more expensive. So once this little bit right here is done, that's it, baby. It's going to be more expensive. It's going to go from 0.575 ETH to 0.675 ETH, and so on. And then the next tier after that is going to be 0.775. But that's based on Ethereum's cost at the moment. Again, they're not currently using Polkadot network right now, and as you can see, you're purchasing stuff in Ethereum. So right now they're using Ethereum's technology to be able to do the sales of the particular node. So right now, and again, we are at tier 6. The other thing with these particular tiers, each tier tells you how many nodes you can buy. So how many machines you can operate or licenses you can have to get paid to do the verification of transactions to get paid in GPU coin. So tier 1, you can buy only 1 node. Tier 2, you could buy 2 nodes. Tier 3, you can buy 3 nodes. So each tier is also the amount of nodes or operating machines you can actually have to be able to purchase per time, per wallet. All right, so I'm kind of going way too deep into this already. So, not to bore you, with all this talk. I know you want to know, how much money can I make, right? Why is this such a hidden gem? Like, what type of numbers we talking about? All right, let's get into some numbers. All right, so again, ain't my fault if it don't work out. But high risk, high reward. All right, so why would I look at such a stealth project, such a hidden gem? So this is a calculator. This is a calculator. This is some projections. Now they project that each one of these particular coins from GPU.net that you mine will be worth about $30. That's the projection, based on different things. That number can vary. So I'm looking at that as the high end. Now, can it get stronger than that? Yes. Can it be worth more than that? Yes. But right now, I don't like going by those numbers. I like to go by like worst case scenarios. So I'm not painting a pie in the sky or some extreme number that people get upset about. So when I looked at this project, I was like, all right, so they say $30, but they probably just trying to sell people on stuff. You know what I mean? So I was like, how much would it be if it was just $1? $1, and then I kind of looked at it from $1 on. Okay, just to kind of paint a picture of what the opportunity is in such a strong project. So let's go ahead and use this calculator to kind of give us an idea of what the opportunity could be for this new oil of the internet, this graphics processing and all this stuff we talked about, right? So what would it be to be able to have this particular technology and to be involved in the mining? All right, so let's look at this. Let's say you purchased one node. Right now, they're going for about $1,800. Let's say you purchased this one for $1,800. All right. Let's say that each coin is only $1. Each coin that you mine is only $1. Now, if you get in really, really early, they have an airdrop where they're going to be sending people like 500 coins or more. So it's like over 500 coins or whatever, but that's if you get in really, really early, so at launch, they plan on giving away some coins for that. That is factored into its calculation here. So just keep that in mind. So if you just got $1 rewards over a 2-year period, what would that look like? All right. So for verifying transactions and for helping GPU.net with being an early adopter, just $1 and one node, one license to be able to get paid rewards, spending that $1,800 over 2 years, it would be $16,000. $16,533. So this kind of reminded me of like how when Bitcoin got started, right? It started off as a small amount, this and that, but then over time, because of its importance, it became from like $1 all the way up to like $70,000. But that took years and years and years and years. Okay, but this early is showing about $16,000. Of which you would end up getting. Now that's not per coin. That's all your money together over a 2-year period. All right, so let's play around with this calculator a little bit, right? Maybe I got your attention just a little bit. I know it got my attention. When I start playing with this tool, I was like, hold on, say what? So I was like, all right, so let's play around with this tool a little bit, right? So let's say if it was $3. So we want $1. Let's just bump it up. Listen, they said that it's projected because the total supply is like 200 million. These days you got coins launching you got projects launching with like 1 trillion coins and 50 billion coins, and the average right now is going about 1 billion. This project has about 200 million coins, which is a very modest or lower supply than some of these other projects. And also there's going to be some burning where they're going to take away some supply based on transactions and different things that happen in this network. So it's not one where they're constantly making new coins. These coins over time, kind of like Bitcoin, will be deflationary, where the supply is less and less and less depending on how much the network gets used. So let's say in our example, we got the one node, right? So we got this one node here that we are looking at possibly doing. So we got this one node, we're going to be verifying transactions. So we got this validator, we got the one node, we're going to get paid $3 in rewards instead of the $1 that we used before. All right. So that would take over a 2-year period. That would take us, if it just got the $3, the 49,000. All right, let's just do a few more. Let's just take it all the way up to $10, right? One node. That would take us to 205,000. I'm like, come again? All right, so let's take it all the way up to 20. And again, we just got one of these. That's 490,000. And let's go to the projection of $30. So the projection over a 2-year period for $30 rewards over time, that would be almost $1 million. 735,000. All right. So, and you can do this even with 2. So let's just do a couple scenarios. So let's say you bought 2 licenses, $1,800 each before it hit that next tier. $1,800 each, roughly. Again, that's in Ethereum, so that price fluctuates based on the amount of Ethereum that you are buying it with. Let's say it's just the dollar rewards, so that's 32,000, right? Let's say if it went to $10, that's going to take you to $405,000 for 2 nodes if it just hits 10. And then if it goes all the way to that extreme number there to talk about, let's say $30, you have 2 of these nodes, 2 of these machines to be able to verify transactions, you'd be at $1.4 million in 2 years. And the original investment was $1,800 per node. Okay? So, hey, this is a hidden gem. Don't say, I didn't tell you so. But again, it's high risk. You never know. You can end up losing all your money. But this is a particular strategy for getting passive income. And that's in 2 years. You still have the license. You can constantly get paid over time. The coin could go over $30 per coin. You never know. Again, I showed you, I'm looking at worst case scenario. What if it's just $1? If it's $3, it's just the bonus to me, But this is that stealth Polkadot project, that turbocharged node that you can buy to help verify transactions, to get these crazy graphics processors, this engine of the new internet. GPU.net. You can rent out your graphics card, to help other people in, with graphic rendering and AI, helping the smaller corporations be able to keep up with the Googles of the world in a decentralized format. A way to possibly make money if you see it as an opportunity. But again, I see this as one of those stealth Polkadot projects that has the ability to power the new internet of Web3. I am your Polkadot specialist, Vol. I hope you appreciate it and that you like this video. This is a strategy that you could possibly look into and do your own research. Thank you for spending time with me. God bless. Have a great day.